made it home, I dug her out, then I made her one of my aces. Marijuana fragrance, this tree here is outrageous. Want me to play in your city? Send an email to my agent.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today, as you can see in episode 19 of the Georgia State Dynasty, our first recruit is ready to visit on the year. Kicker Justin Willis will be making a visit. I don't remember when I scheduled that for, but let's take a look at what we're going to be doing in the recruiting this week. So we've opened up a bit of a lead on Blake Gardner, so we're going to dim down those points to 250 and allocate those 250 points into Peter Edwards, a tackle that I'm really trying to get. We're a little bit behind on right now. We're also going to go through and take away points on Justin Willis because we are so far ahead of him, and we're going to end up transferring those points into a Peter Edwards, putting 500 into him. I really want to get this guy. I really want to improve our offensive line, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're going up against Clemson this week in Clemson. We are 2-0 to start off the year, but so is Clemson. They are number 19 in the nation, and we are having to travel to Death Valley. They are 93 overall. This is going to be a very tough game. It would be a shocking upset if we did end up winning, but we'll give it our best shot. You know, that's really all you can ask for out of a team like Georgia State, so we'll see if we can get it done. I believe that is still head coach Dabo Sweeney over there, and you can take a look at the little intro right here. Now, this team did lose Taj Boyd to the NFL draft after season 1, so they have a new quarterback, Chad Kelly, although he is still very good. As you can see him right there, he's nice at running the read option. He's going to run a lot of read option this game. They still have Sammy Watkins. They still have some good players, and you know, Clemson's looking really good this year in real life. Number 3 in the nation after beating Georgia in week 1, and they took care of South Carolina State or something in week 2. So really, they're looking good. They're looking like they could be a potential national title contender, as they have kind of an easy schedule in the ACC, but a couple teams have emerged from the ACC, like Florida State and Miami recently, who just knocked off Florida. But anyway, here we go. That's going to be a completion to Jermone Hopper. I don't even know. That is a play-action fake. Kelly gives it to Seconder right there, and he's going to barrel over one defender. Finally gets brought down, but it's an 11-yard pickup for Stanton Seconder, and Clemson is driving here as they have cross midfield. Kelly going to drop back, step up in the pocket, fire it deep, and that's going to be caught by Sammy Watkins, the deep threat, the now senior wide receiver from Clemson. Take a look at the studio updates right here. We have an upset. Penn State beats Texas A&M, so number 2 Texas A&M has fallen. Johnny Manziel did come back for his junior season, but it looks like his national championship chances might have just been severely diminished. But either way there, it's going to be another completion as Clemson did get the ball back after a 3-and-out from Georgia State. 2nd and 7 for Kelly out of the pistol formation. He's going to drop back, fire it over the middle. Sammy Watkins is there. He hangs on. It's a 10-yard pickup for the senior, and that is going to be a new first down. So here we go, 1st and 10, pistol formation once again. Straight handoff to DJ Howard, I believe that is, and Howard's going to pick up a nice chunk right there, a 9-yard gain in total. That'll set up a 2nd and 1. Another pistol formation. They ran this formation a lot this game. Kelly fires, and it's intercepted. Terry Batiste, and I used that all the way. It was a pretty nice coverage on my part, and at least in my opinion. We forced a turnover, bad throw. That is going to be a new possession for Georgia State. So we're going to get the ball back, shotgun set, 3rd and 12. Ronnie Bell looks deep, caught by Drew Pearson. He hangs on over the middle, and he's going to pick up 22 yards on the gain, and we're going to get a new first down. 2nd and 14. Bell is going to step up in the pocket. He's got some room to run, and he will pick up the first down, getting 15 yards on the gain. An impressive run by Ronnie Bell, as I've started to call him in recent weeks. And anyway, here comes Ronnie Bell. He's going to scramble to his left. This time he's going to take off once again. Doesn't have too much space, but he's going to pick up 9 yards nonetheless, and that is going to give us a new first down. So 8 minutes to play as we start the 2nd quarter. Ronnie Bell going to give it to Gerald House out of the backfield. House will pick up about 9 yards, and we're going to set up a 2nd and 1. So this Georgia State offense starting to finally pull it together. And it's going to be a handoff to Gerald House. House will pick up about 6 yards right there. That would set up a 3rd and 3. As Georgia State's doing a great job at just controlling the ball right now, controlling the clock, running a lot of clock, and just keeping this game from getting out of hand. When you're a bad team like this, the best thing you can do sometimes against a team like Clemson is control the ball, manage the clock, limit their possessions on offense, and that's exactly what we've done. You saw a couple 3rd downs. There's a 3rd down conversion right there. We've already milked the clock down. There's only not even 3 minutes left. Now we're under 2 minutes, 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's a handoff stretch play out of the pistol to House, and House is into the end zone for the touchdown, and we tie the ball game up after the ensuing extra point. It's a 6-yard touchdown run for Gerald House. He is happy, and we could be looking at a potential tie ball game heading into the half. Well, let's take a look at a studio update right here. And Oregon beats Michigan State. Oregon, I never know if it's Oregon or Oregon, but they beat Michigan State behind DeAnthony Thomas's 96 yards and a touchdown, so that's a good win for Oregon. They can be moving up after Texas A&M's loss. And now here comes the Clemson offense. They got less than 2 minutes to work, but DJ Howard picks up 7 yards on the screenplay. So they'll be forced to kind of throw the ball a little bit more here, but they are not obliging as DJ Howard breaks the tackle, breaks another, and he's going to pick up a nice run right there. 9 yards total on the gain, and that is going to be a new first down. So here's an empty backfield for the Clemson Tigers. Firing deep. This time, once again, it's Sammy Watkins. This time he gets brought down by Robert Dowling, but he cannot be contained so far today. Sammy Watkins, that is. That's going to be caught by Cooper. Couple missed tackles. Finally gets hit sticked by Craig Harris, but Sam Cooper picks up the nice 10-yard gain right there. They'll set up a 2nd and inches. Now later in the drive on 2nd and 11, here is going to be a handoff to DJ Howard. Howard up the middle. He is just bouncing off defenders right now. He will not be brought down. Picks up 11 yards. 4th and inches coming up. Here we go. Triple read option. Pitch to Howard, and Howard is going to find his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And with 35 seconds to play, Clemson takes a 7-point lead. That'll make it a 14-7 ball game after the PAT, as DJ Howard gets his first rushing touchdown of the game. So here we go. We're just going to try and run some clock here. And Gerald House bounces to the outside, and he's got some space. He's got a blocker. He's going to get all the way to the 45-yard line after we didn't really get anything going on 1st and 10. We decided to run it there on 2nd and 6. But we got a nice chunk right there. Now we're firing this one to the sideline. Great lob throw by Ronnie Bell. He finds Ross Jackson 26 yards down the field, and we got the ball with 7 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Ronnie Bell, he's going to drop back. Fires it deep. Caught by Ross Jackson, and an improbable touchdown drive by the Georgia State Panthers. We've known for a while now that this is not an explosive offense, but they came up big right there, and they're going to tie this ball game up heading into the half. A thriller going on so far. Could be a huge upset. Clemson's going to have to come out and play better in the second half if they want to take care of business. Georgia State playing a phenomenal game so far. Their defense has not been great, but the offense is more than made up for it. A nice slow drive to run some clock earlier in the game, and then a nice explosive 35-second touchdown drive to end the half. So here comes Chad Kelly on the read option, starting out the 3rd quarter. We're actually 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter after a pair of 3-and-outs from both sides. Here's a 1st and 10, another read option. Kelly hangs on. Peterson misses the tackle, and that is going to be finally brought down, but Kelly picks up 9 yards on the gain. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Clemson quarterback. Hand up to DJ Howard. Howard to the outside. He's got some space. He's going to lose a defender right there as Craig Harris gets barreled over, but there we go. 2nd and 11 coming up. Empty backfield. Kelly dropping back. He's going to fire this one, and it's going to be caught by Williams for a nice 9-yard gain. 3rd and 1 would be the new down and distance, but here we go. Now it's a 2nd and 9. Hand off to can't even read that name. Wow. Kevin Priester? Wow, that's a weird name. Anyway, 9-yard pickup for the Clemson running back right there. Now 1st and 10, it's going to be another handoff once again to Priester. Priester gets dive tackled and will be brought down just at the 1-yard line. 2nd and 1 coming up for Clemson. Now 3rd and 2, read option. Kelly is going to find his way into the end zone. Excellent blocking by the Clemson receivers and tight ends. And Clemson's going to take a 21-14 lead. So can Georgia State respond? Let's see. It's going to be another Clemson possession going on right here after a 3-and-out from the Georgia State Panthers. It's going to be caught by Jermon Hooper. 14-yard pickup for Clemson. And if they can make this a 2-touchdown game as we're in the 4th quarter, they could try to put this one away. Hooper once again, or Hopper, whatever you want to say. I know I'm butchering all these names, but it's a 12-yard pickup. Kelly's been very impressive so far. 15 of 18. An incredible game from him. That's going to be caught by Humphreys. Not Chris Humphreys. That is Adam Humphreys. He'll pick up 9 yards on the gain. 2nd and 1 coming up for Clemson as they are well within field goal range and have a great shot at the touchdown right here. Georgia State sending the blitz. Hand off to Howard. And Howard is going to be brought down, but he will find his way into the end zone as the ball did cross the goal line. And that's going to make it 28-14 right now. So Georgia State needs to get something going here. 3rd and 10. Ronnie Bell's going to drop back. Takes a deep drop back. Fires it deep. And, oh, man, I swear I was hitting triangle. I was trying to user control Ross Jackson and get him to come back. But at this point, we knew we were kind of pressed for time. We needed points, and I was starting to force the ball at that point. So a bad turnover right there. Hand off to DJ Howard up the middle, and Howard is going to get his way into the end zone for the touchdown. It's now a 21-point game with just 6 minutes to play. And this game looks like it might be all but over here. So here we go now. Georgia State makes a nice drive down the field once again, but Alexander this time is there to pick this one off. That's going to be another interception, just the 2nd in as many possessions for the Panthers. And this was pretty much going to ice this ball game. Clemson would take over, and it's off to the races for Clemson. It's 35-14. And here comes Chad Kelly running some more read option. This is going to be a handoff to DJ Howard. Howard cuts to the outside, finally gets brought down by, I believe that was Scott Powers, but it's a 15-yard pickup. Now 4:41 to play. Shotgun set. Kelly's going to drop back. Feels the rush. Gives it to Stanton Seconder. Seconder breaks the tackle, but will pick up 8 yards on the gain. That is going to be a new set, or down and distance, as you say. 3rd and 2 coming up. Handoff. Nope, it's going to be a keeper for Kelly. Kelly to the outside. He's got some speed. Cunningham can't catch him. Harris is going to finally bring him down. but he picks up the first down nonetheless. Now 3rd and 6, shotgun set. Kelly going to drop back, look to the right side, caught by Cooper, breaks the tackle, and he's got the first down and just a little bit more right there. He'll pick up about 9 or 10 yards on the gain. You can see Howard's rock right there. The rock that was vandalized over the summer, I believe, but DJ Howard is going to find his way past the first down marker, juking out Craig Harris, so luckily recovered and tackled him, but 3:19 to play. It's going to be a keeper for Kelly, and Kelly's in there for what I believe was his 2nd rushing touchdown of the ball game. Clemson makes it a 28-point lead, and they have just blown away Georgia State in the second half. We kind of figured out who the superior team was come second half, and here we go now. Ronnie Bell trying to get anything going. He gets sacked right there for a loss of 15 yards. That was at about 4th and 35. We would punt it away, and this ball game would be over, as Hawk Harrelson would say. They would run the clock out from there. His final score is 42-14. Clemson puts a beat down on Georgia State in that second half. We played well with them in the first half, though, and I think that's a good sign for us. We just got to be more consistent with that level of play if we kind of want to take the next level with our program. Anyway, it's going to wrap up this video for me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. It's just out. Peace.